Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'll come to talk to you again. Only you. Da 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 da. Only you. Hello, Richard, number one, you are here. It's 901, correct? Oh, exactly 9 p.m. here. All right. You're the first one. Congratulations to you, Richard. Ah, congratulations. And what is the story about? Well, Timmy seems to be enjoying her life in the Philippines. I went to bed early in the morning and wake up late in the morning. Wow. Well, there's one thing. Huh? When you relax, when you don't have so much, what is that? In your head that is bothering you, bothering. So, she's very relaxed, very happy, enjoying her life. That's all we want. Have fun and feel at ease, relax with all the natures and all the countryside. Got lots of fresh air, nice oxygen. Not like the town where you have higher percentage of carbon monoxide from the vehicle and the dust particle that is created by the moving vehicle. I'm the only one in her head. Don't worry, it's okay. Doesn't matter. At least, she's not, what is that? So fill up with other things that is not relevant at all to her life. Correct? That's what we want. Have a wonderful time, relaxing mind, so that she can write even more stories. And I give her a lot of ideas about what all the toxic people, all the toxic people and all the naive, what is that, naive boy? I cannot call them mad, crazy. Even someone call me, what? E.T. is just like Biden. I'm just laughing to myself. And I also give in one answer. One very simple. Wow, naive boy. At least I know I'm enjoying my life, not like you got fooled around and create lots of drama all over the places in Philippines, and you're not embarrassed at all. BG, time for work, will be listening. No problem. You're welcome, Richard. You're welcome. Today's story, or should I say the evening news. Well, we always have news. You see, I can create it into news. I can tell into story format. A lot of ideas. I can put as top news, fake news, latest news, makeup news, silly news, total news, today news, yesterday news, tomorrow news, fancy news, open leg news, all sorts of news. Right? So what is it all about? Well, in particular, there's one person until today, she still insists that whatever she says is correct, whatever other people say is wrong. Well, it's about time she learns that, whatever she says, nobody is going to listen. Why should we be listening to someone that is not important? And she's also playing again with the subs, sub for subs. She's again playing with the sub for subs so that her viewership, or should I say subscriber went up. But it's actually fake one, not real one. Because why? Those people come in under all these multiplication factors, that is electronic control. It's just like buying bananas. It's the same. Buying bananas. After a few days, when the banana gets rotten, it drops out from the tree and you have less banana with you. That's why it's called giving you bananas. But no one is giving any more bananas because they know it's all a lie. It doesn't work that way. So you want bananas? No, I got no interest in bananas because it's exactly the same like sub for subs, which is also the same thing that after a few hours or a few days, it will drop off by itself and it won't be there. And you just have a happiness of a few minutes or a few hours. Then you realize that, hey, where did it went to? These are all created artificially, not the real one. And it can drop off and it won't remain there. That's one thing. And what about all this nonsense that the fella has been talking about? Oh, let me put it one way first. The person name. The person names happens to be Scate. The channel happens to be Princess. But there's no princess there. It's only weirdos, Medusa, hated people, and what? The boyfriend is coming to the Philippines. Who is the boyfriend? The boyfriend is Miko lah. Everybody knows. Everybody knows about it. I'm just having some fun talking about it, right? And it's always very fun to talk about something that is amusing. There's also a few things that's very amusing. Like, there's one channel that went missing. That is named to a certain person and is also ASMR. What have happened to the ASMR channel? Well, it looks like it cannot be found. And what does it contain inside? That it got abolished or it got taken down, or the owner of the channel put it into reservations where you cannot find it for the moment because she locked it off. Hello Maui Howie, good evening. I think it's good morning to you. Here is good evening. And here is already in the evening time. How's the weather over there? How are you doing there? America should be very fun now, because a lot of things that is happening. Unlikely thing to happens also. The thing that you don't want it to happen also is happening. It's just like this is the modern days or the wild west. 9:08 a.m. Yeah, correct. It looks like it's the modern day of the wild west, the America now, because there's a lot of wild thing going on. I cannot understand why the culture has turned into such a complicated situations. It's very complicated now, and it's beautiful weather here. Which part are you in now? America is so wide, that you have got a different time zone at certain places. It's a very, very big country, very big piece of land, and there's a lot of things happening there. Correct? It's just that at the end of the day, we don't know what is going to happen to that country that's so beautiful at one time. At one time, it's very beautiful, but not at the present days where you can see a lot of things that is happening that is not up to most of the country. Even the third world looks better than some of the places that is being shown around. Very dirty, got a lot of people camping all over the places, making it very... It doesn't look... It's an eyesore, put it this way. A better way to put it is an eyesore, where it doesn't happen in the Western world, or should I say in a developed country, but it's happening now. Same. all over the places. One thing for sure. Like I said, as the country grows, become bigger and bigger and bigger, it's very hard to manage the country and to make it very clean and orderly. Just imagine, you just imagine Singapore and Hong Kong. It's a small place, lots of people, very developed, but it's easier to take care of than a vast piece of land and managed by a lot of people. You cannot take care of all of it. Because why? When it becomes too big for managing, to manage it, things will go wrong, and a lot of things will never get done. It's just like human beings. That's the nature of it. They want to build everything that is beautiful. They want to have lots of beautiful things. But at the end of the day, when they cannot take care of it and cannot maintain it, it becomes an eyesore. Or what do you call it? The other terms, a white elephant. Yeah, it becomes like this. There's a lot of places in Asia so have the same situation because it's too big to be taken care of, and they don't have the finances to run it. That's one thing. And on top of it, you don't have the people that is going to run it in an orderly manner. So everything went wrong. Nothing went right. That's what this has been happening all over the world. So a small country with a manageable population is better than a big piece of country where you cannot take care of all of it. Not a possibility to take care of all of it. That's one thing I know. It's true. It happens everywhere. Even in my country here, in Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, you see only the beautiful side of it, but there's also a dark and dirty side of it also. There's two. Like they said, the flip of the coin. There's two sides of it. Or they say the LP, side A and side B. Which one do you prefer to play? Side A or side B? That's the difference. Because sometimes you prefer to listen to side B than to side A, because some of the songs will be more suited to you rather than the side A that is very popular but you don't find it suitable to your ears. Hello, William Douglas and everyone. Welcome to the weekend. Yes, it's already weekend. It's already Friday night here and it's Friday morning over the Western world. Very fast. One day move on, one day to another. It's just a couple of hours, but the hours are getting shorter. And from morning to evening, it looks like it's just a wink of an eye and it's already over. You just wake up a few hours ago. Now it's already 9 plus. Soon it will be the next day. Sometimes I decided just not to play. Alright. Yeah, lazy what, right? You feel lazy, you just relax and then you lay around, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea, then it's already one day. And when you go for lunch, by the time you finish your lunch, then you'll be telling yourself, oh, it's going to be dinner time already. Very fast. Because if you got a group of friends or relative or whatever that you went for lunch in the afternoon, after lunch, you just sit down and chat, have tea or whatever, to finish off with the dinner, or no, with the lunch. By the time you get out of the restaurant and so on, it's usually 3 to 4 p.m. You can spend a few hours there. And by the time you reach home, it's almost dinner time again. Very fast. Exactly, you know me already. Yeah, I know. Simple life is best. Simple life, less hair, less stress, less headache. And just do whatever you want, whatever you need to. Time flies very fast. I can tell you that. It's just that the last time when heard about COVID, now it's already, the COVID is still there, but it's already almost 3 years. Very fast. Surprisingly. Very fast. It goes through. Nobody thinks that it's already past 3 years. But it's just a wink of the eye. It's already 3 years. And what is going to happen next, we don't know. Hopefully, I have only one thing to wish for. That is Donald Trump win the presidency and change the whole of US, and it will involve a lot of people around the world. Correct or not? Maybe he take out another one or two guys like the Soleimani type of characters and put them, in their place so that they don't fool around. Because these people are horrible people. Like the war that is happening where? In Israel until today. If you go to war, you just fight. Why do you want to kidnap people? Crazy. And it's not going to end happily. That's what I can say. Because why? It's threatening of other people and holding them for bargaining power. Well, you don't win everything. That's one thing for sure. And the other government that wants to retrieve all the people and so on, they will keep on looking for it and they will keep on fighting. It's just like if you lost your child, you will keep on looking for it, isn't it? Until you find your lost child, isn't it? That goes for every country. And if they don't understand that, too bad. That's what will happen, and it will happen. And okay, let's go back to this scammer street Scate. This scammer has been scamming a lot of people, and we also found out that the fella got 3 boyfriends now. 3 boyfriends. One is John Boon Bin. They have not met before, and she said that one is the fella boyfriend. And there's also another one that she's going to meet up in Cebu district. Cebu district. And there's another one which the fella is hiding. But it has come out also, surface, so there's 3 of them now. On top of that, she also do a lot of videos and photography. That is a horrible one. That is one thing that she make the mistake one. And she blame everyone because the photo went all over the places to a lot of people that I know some of them. I think Douglas, you have heard about this story also. And it's actually true. It's very true. And I also got some of it, which happens to be also very true. And my friend tell me, hey, have you seen this this pose, strike a pose. That's who Madonna call it. A lot of pose, isn't it? I said, no, don't send it to me. I have too many of it. I'm not interested. Horrible looking. That's where she makes the mistake and she blames everyone for it. And on top of that, she got also a group of friends that also did similar things. A group of friends that also did similar things. I'm not going to tell you the name, but I think you can guess who they are. Fun, isn't it? Correct? Well, some of them are very hilarious, some of them are very cheeky, and some of them switch boyfriend like they're just changing clothing. So you got an idea what is it all about. And some people like to talk nasty after they break up. And when they break up, they become enemy. And then they start talking nasty. After that, they come back and become friends again. Because they need to cover up their stories. And mind you, some of the story I've already extracted from some of the channel. And they are now deleting, the videos. They are deleting it. I don't need a video. I only need what is being said. What is being said is more than enough than the video. Why do I need the video? I only need to hear what is being said. And they are so worried now because why? They start deleting everything. And some of the channel also went missing. Isn't that good? Isn't that very worrying for them? Well, I don't care. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered about what they are trying to do because I found out all the things from as far as about 5 to 6 years ago. And I got all the stories. And they also say that, well, you can go around calling or telling everyone whatever you want to tell and say about me. I don't care. I'm not bothered. Why should I be so bothered? What do you call me? Because why? I also got your stories. It's just like when I put out some of it and I tell them one thing. You say nothing about me, I just keep quiet. If you have a lot of things to say about me, maybe you will want to know that I can also tell all the stories about you in the internet. Like I did to a few people that get very pissed off with me. Initially, it's not their story. Never have been. But somehow, they confront me, question me. And then I tell them, it's actually you also. Because I got the information also. It's just that I did not say it's you. So you want the confirmation from me? I'll do the confirmation and I'll just put your name there. So they're very pissed off with me. I don't care. Why should I be bothered? Why should I be bothered? Knowing that a lot of people has been doing a lot of hanky-panky business around the YT. And they talk about what? Other people. And they talk about other people. And they talk about real talk. They talk about real words. But there's nothing to confirm that. Some of these people just make up a lot of stories and go around and try to make you believe in what they want to tell you. But it's actually not true at all. Never been true at all. Who are the ones that's been doing it? Yeah. From Hong Kong, there's 3 of them. From Europe, there's about 5 of them. From Australia, so there's 3 of them. I know how many of them all over the places. And you want to know that also from Manila town, there's also 2 numbers. Correct. Then there's also another one. Butuan also have it. There's also in Butuan. There's also 2 of them in Pasir. Correct. And the name, you better don't use one, is called Maria. Because I know how many of them. 4 of them. The Maria name doesn't fit them. The Maria name doesn't fit them. One is in where? Okay, one of it is in Macau. 2 of them are in Hong Kong. There's also another one in the Philippines. Actually, Philippines, there's a few more. But I don't want to count them in because why? They have cooled down. They stay in the background. But there's 4 that is very active and still around. And I cannot suggest always to these people that if you're not in that character and so on, just change your name. Because why? Maria's names are now very filthy, associated with all the nothing good. from being scammer to what do you call them? Bad mouthing people. They are all these characters, and at the same time, they do not have principle. They backstab their own friends. There's one story I haven't told yet about one what is that? One perfect friendship of two women that is of similar age, and both of them have kids also. I did not tell this story, but I know the full story. The full story, I know about it. Both of them have kids, and one of them get very pissed off with the other one because the other one asked the friend to give a helping hand. What is the helping hand all about? About money. About money. Because of that, and the one that want to borrow did not understand the situation of the friend, they become enemy. Hello, every day is Wishing Dog, Maui, Richard, and me. Right. Right. Okay. Good. Just you're listening, right? Correct. Okay. Thank you. So, this story I haven't tell yet. Because why? I'll keep it, and I also have give the blur a notification. If you keep on coming after my friend, I'll tell the whole story, and you will understand what is the story all about. None of them are scammer, isn't it? None of them are scammer. What? They will never admit that they are scammer. Who will admit that they are scammer in YT? They are not scammers. They are not super chatters. They receive money from super chatters. What? Right? But they say what? We don't need the money. Well, finally, you see, they have also make it well known, or make it known that they also receive money. But they said never back. Never back. You never back what? Who said you did back? You mean you want to tell the whole world that you are an e-beggar? No one does that. Correct? Right or not? And when you cannot borrow from the money from your friend, which your friend also need it at the same time, what happened to your friendship? You sell yourself out, or your friends sell you out. But I got only one thing to say. You think about yourself, you never think about your friend, you're very selfish. And when you ask a person for help that is your friend, and your friend turn you down because there's some, what do you say, financial constraints to herself that you do not understand, you think yours is more important, too bad, you are not a good friend. You got to understand your friend needs the money for herself first. You mean your friend will loan you the money and cannot take care of her own problem just to solve your problem? Wow, you must be a very selfish friend, isn't it? I stop at here. You see, the story is very long and very hilarious. Like I say, I don't tell everything. I give you half of it. But you, if you're listening, you will know who am I talking about. You see, there's a lot of people that eavesdrop over my channel. Surprisingly, they don't say anything. But after a few days, you go to some channel, by chances you will stumble upon it and you will find they are talking about it. Isn't that true? Isn't that what I found out? I told you I don't sleep 24 hours. I don't sleep. But one thing I tell you, I know where they all go to and who are the channel that you all went to. And I can tell you also, some of the channel now are not active also as last time. Why? They worried that I am snooping around and listening to them. That's what. That's how. But you got to remember, I don't understand Bisaya, I don't understand Tagalog. But I know what are the channel that I can ask people to go and, what is that? Snoop around. I have multiple ears, not only one, two. I have multiple ears. And there will be a lot of multiple answers and juicy stories that will be given to me. You see, half of it only I tell whatever I see one. The rest of the half that I don't see one, I listen, but I talk about it. And I know what it is all about. And some people will also come to the conclusion that, oh, I'm being fed information by my group of friends here. Well, let me tell you one thing. I know more than most of my friends here because they listen to my stories. They know what I'm talking about. And some of them also exactly can tell you who I'm talking about. I never tell them anything. I don't have to tell them anything. But they also know about the stories that I'm telling because somehow they overheard it also elsewhere. And the story that they receive and they hear from are actually later than me by a few days, maybe a week or so. You see, I never tell you everything, what? You only think that, a lot of people feed me all the information, what? But I'm not going to tell you where I gather it from also and who is giving it to me also. You can pinpoint anyone you want. I don't care. I don't care. But when you attack my friends and you cannot give the 100% assurance that that answer came from my friend, I'm going to burn you. I'll burn you. Like who? Oh, there's one in particular. After I burned the blur went back to the place and complained and said that, wow, you're popular now, famous now. No, not popular, not famous. But if you were to listen to my streaming of how I describe him, then you should know one thing. I don't sweet talk anyone, and I don't give you any sugar. I give you what? I give you nuclear fuel. You see, I don't care who you are. I'll burn you also. And your story 5 years ago also, I also know about it. And what are your two fighting over? Two girlfriends. Right? Overlapping. What? Because both of them have nasty pictures, isn't it? And both of them has nasty mouth, isn't it? And both of them have ugly pussies, isn't it? Why you did not get it correct? Wow. Why you did not get it correct? Isn't that true? After viewing it, there's also some comment, outside there. Wow. The husband must be so blind that to choose the wrong piece of tacos. Because why? Why? The fella is an idiot. That's all I got to say. Isn't that true? Isn't that very true? So how are you going to cover up all your story by removing even your channel? And you restream it somewhere also. Correct. Right. And who is the one actually you are interested in? And why did you badmouth your friend so much? Why did you hate the fella so much to the extreme end of it? Describing everything over the YT. Right? Correct or not? So, you sell your friends out. You sell your friends out. One thing, you badmouth your friend so much. And now your friend, your enemy become your best friend. Isn't that true? Right or not? What have you both said? And why have this woman that is already married fooling around over the YT? I got only one thing to say. She got a itchy piece of tacos. She got a itchy piece of tacos and a very filthy mouth. And that itchy piece of tacos is actually totally destroyed. Nothing good to look at anymore. Isn't that true? Very funny, isn't it? And you think you're still very valuable, isn't it? Put it the other way around. You might not know what is happening around you. Only you know that you got the money to spend. Correct, isn't it? There's something going on. You never knew it yourself. Only you feel that you're lonely. That's why you got a lot of time to fool around. Why are you so lonely? Is there something that is not functioning correctly for you? Or is it that you are being used at the same time at the expense of who? I think you know who. Correct. You should know. You can find it out. But you prefer to ignore the facts and just keep playing cool. True or not? And why did you get so many people involved in your love affair? Until, I should say, quite a number of them knows about it. Beside who? Beside the four of you? Correct? You think the secret is only beside the four of you. True? And it has never broken before. Right? But you're wrong. There are two more actors around, which is not being described. Hello, Naga. Hello, Naga. Naga Vini Acha. You must be from India. Naga Vini Acha. The names sounds and rhymes very well from the Indian community, right? So now, Since you know that there's only 4 that is involved and there's 2 more actors that is behind the screen, maybe I should talk about these 2 actors. Because the 4 that I know about is not that interesting anymore. It's old stories. Right? There's a lot of funny things that's going on. But the other 2, you'll be interested to know that I also know about it now. I never tell any, isn't it? How did I come to find out about it? That's why you are 2 lonely hearts that fool around and play around with fire, but you never knew that the fire burns bigger elsewhere. Lonely hearts, you'll be lonelier soon, and you'll find that after all that you have done, there's no one who is going to stand beside you after you have aged and turned into a piece of rag. Like the other one now that is worshipping. How many of them? 6 to 8 of them? Wow, she thinks she's very valuable. A genuine piece of property. No. Her time will come also. Like what did you do also? It will come together. And when it comes together, I'm just going to say, you never listen. It happens. You never listen. And a lot of things I've talked about, most of them don't listen. But it happens eventually. And it will happen because you never knew what I knew. You make stories. You tell stories. But between the stories, there are something that is even juicier beside what you talk about. You just want to cover the front of the story with some excitement to distract other people from your own loneliness, depressions, lack of love, and full of anger. That's how. There's a lot of things that came out from there. There's a lot of things. It's too late to clear everything off. Like the other one that switched off her main channel and changed the name, removed some of the videos, some of the community comment. But you never knew that, huh? I know most of it because I'm not in the YT doing live streaming. I go around, hang around, fool around to learn what is around and what is available. And I found a lot of things. You find that I'm very cheeky, very naughty, sometimes very temperamental. But there's a lot of things I found out. And there's a lot of places I can find, very easy. Who are your friends? Who are they linked to? You just got to skip around from one place to another place and you'll find out. And usually, where do you find it out from? Those people that gossip a lot. You'll find everything out from there. Isn't that true? Isn't what these 2 lonely hearts are all about? And the other one, what is that? Leftover product. I'll consider it leftover product because it has already expired his valuable time. That's why it's called leftover product. There's a lot of term we call it. Like what? Sugarcane that you cannot sell all of it. That's one. Milk that kept too long that becomes stale. That is no use. Isn't that true? There's a lot of terms. Maybe I should upload some of it and you can understand what are the terms that is being used. Other than you think you know everything, what? I say I know next to nothing. I always say one thing. You know better than me. How much do I know? I don't know. I never say I tell you everything. I never say I know everything. Correct? Why should I know everything about you? Why am I such a busybody? Do you give me any money to keep your secret? Maybe you should give me some money so I keep your secrets. Right? Like most of them like to fish money, right? Why not? Bribery, isn't it? Well, I can make use of it for certain cause. Like, there's a lot of channel now. They have removed the word charity. Because why? I talk about it. Like I say, they snoop around. They snoop around. And they know I snoop around too. I just say what I want to say. I don't care whether it hurts you or not. Why should I hide? Does it benefit anything for me? I love the story, When I tell more and more, people love to listen and they want to find out who the hell I'm talking about too. But a lot of time, or should I say, most of the time, they mistook it for someone else, and when they find it out, it's not only mistook for someone else, it involved more than one that they found out. Isn't that hilarious? When you can do a story that can be attached to some people more than the original person that is involved. That is very true. They found out. A lot of them found out also. And when they tell me who they are, I said, are you sure? But I know who are the main one. But then never say precisely the rest of them who are they. And when they feed me back with the information, I also went there and looked for it. And somehow, after snooping a couple of days, you'll find it. Some of the answers are similar. Don't go for the new one. New one don't tell you the stories. It's the old one that always have the stories. There's a lot. There's a lot of way you can find it. There's a lot of way you can track it. Even this scammer sweet Scate, she's not good at hiding what she wants to hide. She's not good at it. Because there's a lot of mistakes she did all over the places. And there's a lot of things she thought that she covers up, but actually he left certain information out in the open. When you left information out in the open, you're bound to be found. Then you can know where is it coming from. That's very true. Isn't that true? And why are there so many people snooping around my channel? Why are you listening to what I'm saying? Why you dare not You dare not to comment. Because I can tell you, precisely what you're looking for is the answer that I have inside here. I'm describing how many person at present. There's 8 characters that is intertwined in it, but I'm never going to tell you whether this is a one story or a 3 story in one. I always like to mix it up so that you cannot get exactly who I'm referring to. Other than they are being friends and become enemies and hiding from all the facts that they have done before, whatever they have done, whatever did they do before when they are friends and now become enemies and now become friends again. Ultimately, this group of people, they got no loyalty to each other. They don't have. Not to mention only the girls. The men also have the same problems. They do not have the principle at all. They don't have the principle at all. I can tell you that. And they are still fooling around. And they are still fooling by themselves. They don't know that the answer is out there, that there's some of the things that they have done in the past that they are repeating now again. I am not lying. I said that I am not telling you exactly who is the one that is doing it. I got a lot of ideas who they are. That's why I can tell you the story. You don't believe me? 5 to 6 years ago story, so I found it out. Correct? And how two of the best friends turns into the best enemies of each other, and now they get together because of why? You never know, isn't it? I'm not going to tell you. I know why, and I know what they are afraid that I can find out. But I already knew about it quite long ago. You see, I'm only active in live streaming, not even up to 6 months. And I'm been around the YT less than 4 years. How much do I know? Or should I say, how much can I gather from stories that's before my time? Up to 6 years? No. Up to 10 years. Where some of the community are not even active at all. They are not active at all. That's all I can say. The war will come again. Like what I've did to the first one, this second one, I'll also open it up like a can of worms that will keep on crawling out from all angles. From all angles. I've mentioned a lot of things, and a lot of people think they know everything. But I did not mention any name. I'm not going to mention any name. And there's a lot of funny people. They're scared of the answers. They're scared of their girlfriend. They're worried that the picture will come out. Correct. Well, women, I know one thing. They don't like red bras. They actually prefer black. Isn't that true? Women, they don't really prefer red bras, but they prefer black one. For what reason? I'll tell you. You know it, E.T. They all show their true colors eventually. I know they show their true colors, Grams, and I know why they want to have black bra and panty rather than red, pink, or beige color. You see, there's certain things associated with this color in particular. And it's not only one that I found it out from. Not only one. There's more than one. Why do they want black color? Hi, Paul G. Yep, I know you're looking into places to have your dinner and lunch in Bangkok. I know. Yeah. I just look at the video. Like you said, hidden germs. Not germs, not the one that can give you what is that? Disease and so on. These are something that is special, very special, that is hidden, that you need to savor it to find it out. That is very beautiful to eat and very rare, hard to get. Right? True, isn't it? Well, you enjoy your life, Paul. It looks like you're doing better now with your Paul G Eats. Yeah, you will get the crowd eventually, but you got to look for something that is more hilarious and more out of what do you say? The common one that they have been doing all over the places. You need to find a niche eating places that no one's know about it, but it's very good and got a large crowd and it's very hilarious. Then they will know, because these are the places that a lot of them do not find. Like most of them that came over to Malaysia, they only visited one common place, that is Kuala Lumpur. If you were to ask me, these are people that are fools, that know nothing about Malaysia. Only they are following from one VTuber to another one. There's a lot of places that they don't know where to go and find it. But I know all the places. I'm not talking about it. I won't talk about it, because then they will know where to find it. Some of them are green with envy. Others are red and rage and jealousy. They are also often blue because they cannot breathe from talking too much. Yeah, you can put it that way, Grams. You can put it that way. It makes some senses. True. That's very true. And there's no end to it, actually. Because why? They are actually in it themselves, but they do not realize they are doing it out. You see, they are in it themselves. That's one thing I know about it. That's why when you can read them, you can understand where they are going. But they will never admit they are the one. They never admit. Somehow, the answers are out there. And you can find it. That's one thing for sure. You can find it out there. And I did find it a lot. I did found a lot of it before even I start do streaming. I just listen, I just look around, enjoy, have the time, and I did not talk about it also until they now come after me, one after another. And I tell them, it's okay, you can come after me, because your story will also eventually will be told by me because I know what they're trying to do with me. First thing, like I always say, you cannot get into my head. That means you cannot get me. You must get into my head, then only you can get me. But if you cannot get into my head, no way you can get me. Yes, they never admit to eating the chocolate, yet we can see it on their lips. The other way of putting it, grams, is that they put it, you know how to steal to eat, but you don't know how to clean the stains that it remains in your lips. You know how to steal to eat, but you don't know how to clean the stains that remains in your lips. This is the other way of saying it, which is very true. They cannot actually, they cannot hide it away. Because why? It shows in them, which is very true. Which is very true. It has always been that way. They never want to admit you, so what? When have they admit at all? So far, all that I know of one, never admit to it. They only said the other phrase, how they ask, just asking for a friend. That's one thing. And they will also say, I knew someone that did it. Well, just asking for a friend, I knew someone that has did it. How do you know about it in the first place? And how did you know that your friend did it? That's why I said they never admit it, which is very, very true. They never admit at all, but somehow you find it out there because they like to gossip. And you gossip, you also add spices to it to make it tastier, to suit your palate. And when you put all these ingredients into it, you include also, what is it? The character of the other parties that you're talking about. That's why I always say, when you come here, you comment, don't put a name. I know who you're talking about. You don't have to put the name there. Because why? It creates frictions. And they will say, your name is being mentioned in ET channel. True enough. They will take me as one of the idiots also. That I'm, taking all the shits from the other parties and spreading it around. I know about it. That's why I always say, don't put any names there. Because when I read what is being said, I can tell you who is it exactly. I know all what has been going on around them. What has been going on around? I knew a lot of it. I agree, they name themselves with their own reactions. Yeah. But they don't admit what? They never admit what? Until today, a lot of them don't admit what? And a lot of places also, they do shit things about others people and they talk about it. And the channel become very toxic. And a lot of people also talk about it. And a lot of people would love to go there and visit it also. But that type of channel, I have no interest. Why? Because these stories are all I hit you, you hit me back. It's not proven and it's not real and it's all tales. You cannot find any facts in it. You only find groups fighting over each other because they spew each other names out. But the real facts are not there. And that's why I don't go to that type of channel. Because after you follow a few of it, you know it's not true. That person hits back at him. He go get some other information which is not accurate and he put it out there and they create hoo-ha. And at the end of the day, you'll be fighting with him, her, whoever it is, and the story will come out elsewhere, the real one. It will never be on that channel where they are fighting in. That never give you the real story. They just go there for comedy. Comedy, actor, actress make believe that it's true. It's never correct. It's never correct one. There's a few channel I know about it. And you go there, you look at the story, you read the story, you know what is their main importance there for all of them. I only sum it out as one. Their egos. Nothing else. Their egos. That's all. That's why I don't go there. After a few times, I find that it's very boring. Nothing true about it. Can never get anything or the truth out from there. Because why? You see, trolls don't give you their real identity and they usually talk about other people but not themselves, and they will pick up some other stories and make it into one, and you think that it's true but it's actually not true at all. I agree, they dim themselves and with their own reaction. They will keep on doing it. Because why? They don't want you to know the actual story and they create a lot of problems for other people. And when you listen to it, you think it's all true. That's why there's a lot of problems when you listen to all these people that doesn't give you the true facts. Which I always said, don't come here and fly over and give me some names. Already, I've told off about 3% over here. One of them never came back. Two of them never came back. Two of them never came back. I don't care. Because why? They want to tell me the story, but I find that it's not true. Because I knew the story earlier than that. And even yesterday, the other one that put out some name out there, I know what happens to it also. They are also good friends at one time. But how it turns sour? Just because of one issue. And now the person is also siding someone else that is also not siding the other person that kicked the fellow off. You see, it goes in circle. And eventually they'll come back. And when they come back, they'll be good friends again. Hello, Oliva. How are you? That will happen again. It will happen again and again and again. That's one thing I can know. But if you don't want all this type of thing to happen, don't join the story and don't create any stories about any one of them. Oh, sorry, yesterday there's something, what is that? I activate the wrong, what is that? A comment. Yesterday I activate something that is wrong, I know. Not that I block you, sorry. There's something that I activated that, that's why some of them cannot comment. I know about it, Oliver. It's okay. That's why today I make sure that I did not touch the wrong thing. Because when you touch the wrong thing, you cannot comment because it goes under restricted. When you go under restricted, you cannot comment. That's the one thing I know. So today I'm very careful so that I did not touch the wrong one, and it should be fine. Just my mistake yesterday. That one. Sorry, Olivia. And today I'm talking about stories. Because I try and try but never succeed. Yeah, you cannot. You see now, Oliver, when you go live streaming, when you put there's a you choose your subscriber. There's a top one. I don't know what is it about. I think anyone. Then you have the subscriber, that is the center one. And the bottom, that one is a link. That one yesterday got activated. It's not the subscriber get activated, the link got activated, and so it restricts some people. It restricts some people. That's why you cannot comment. That one is because I don't know why it went there. Because when I scroll up again, I saw it. When I scroll up again, I saw it. That's where it went wrong. That's why I found it out. I can show it to you again. I show it to you. Okay. You go under community moderators, and then there's live chat on participant mode, which is subscriber, and then there's a message delayed. That means you can have it. What is that? Delay or non-delay. And then for the channel, there's also block words that you don't want them to use. So when I go to subscriber modes, what is that? I put it for 10 minutes. But somehow, because of the 10 minutes and the live commentary, I think I activated the live commentary yesterday. So when you activate the live commentary, some of the comments they don't allow. That's where it went wrong, and I found it out because I went back there again. I said, because someone, what is that? Big E also asked me, hey, I cannot comment. My friend cannot comment. Then I went back and checked it out. I found it out. So you can find it out also there, Oliver. So you go for subscriber mode, and then you can time the duration that you want them to come in before they can comment. But don't go for live commentary. Live commentary restrict the people. Because maybe no mode also, that's why. Yeah, I understand that. Because I don't want to give everybody mode also because of problem. I have the problem before, and someone blocked someone, and then they come back to me and ask me, why am I being blocked? Then I found it out. And most of the one that I give the moderator key, some of the people block them one. Because I don't know why. So I give them all in blue color so they cannot block each other off. I found it out, and I got no choice because other people come here, and then sometimes my old one, under my old what you said, live streaming, I did not remove a lot of them. Last time I give everybody. So now I got to restrict them. And some of it is not even in my block list because it's not blocked by me. If it's not blocked by me, it's not in my block list. So I cannot find it. That's the thing about it. Actually, what is that? YT should make it, how do you say it? Whoever that is blocked in my channel, even not by me, it should show, but it doesn't show. Not all of it is shown. That's why I cannot find it, some of it. That's how it, I don't know lah. Very hard to understand this YT thing. Anyway, I don't block most of them. I only block all the trolls that come here, and I know who are the trolls, and I don't want them to be here because I don't want them to mess with my chat. That's one thing. And why? Trolls never give me any watch hour. They just come here and mess with me only. And then after that, they left. And if they talk too much also, you block them. So you get nothing out of it. Rather don't have it, then you have them around you. That's all. Never mind lah, I give you the moderator lah. Easier for you lah to handle. Okay. Alright. So there you go. Okay. I know you quite long already, Oliver. I know. And I know you don't like drama. So it's okay, not a problem. All right. Because I went to a lot of places, I also see you there, and there's a lot of people that fight with each other. You also don't want to get involved. So I understand. It's okay. All right. So now you go. You already blue. Okay. That's about all that I want to talk about today. About these people that has been creating a lot of problems all over the places. And I found all of them also. A lot of them. Not few, quite a number of it. That's all I can say. And you're welcome, no problem, Oliver. You're welcome. And I can say, they will never, uh, they will never learn the actual thing that actually happens. Because why? They cannot see their true self and they cannot find their own true soul as to who they are talking about, other than it's all about other people but not themselves. They never found out. And they will never. Because why? Exactly, they are one of them and they don't want to show it, that they are not one of them. They are actually. Like I found a lot of things about all these people. Like I said earlier, it's not only 4. There's 6 of them. But 2 of them they did not describe. Why they did not describe the other 2? Let me tell you, the other 2, who are they? They are the spouse, and the other one is the live-in boyfriend. Now, you will know. You will get very exciting, isn't it? Live-in boyfriend, spouse, you guess. You guess. That's all for tonight. So, dream on it and find out where's the answer. Why is it that is being put in this section and in this way and format that you think that it's only 4, but there's 6. And now that you know that one of it is a live-in boyfriend and the other one is the spouse. What has the spouse got to do with it? And why is the live-in boyfriend so important? I'm not going to tell. I have the answers. I got the answers. And I know why. Why it is this way. Like I said, you know all. You know all. I don't know anything. I never admit I know everything. I don't have to tell you anything. But you just think about it. Why did I mention live-in boyfriend and spouse? Good luck. My tea is over. I'm finished. My story is already ended. Now the question marks remains everywhere. A lot of question mark, isn't it now? Well, I can always leave you all hanging. That you got to find it out for yourself. Or even the name I know about it, Maybe it's not real one. Maybe it's not real one. I don't know. But it's being mentioned. So I don't know whether it's real or not. You gotta find it out there before all of it get erased. They are deleting it at a pace that they go back to all their old streaming and their videos and they delete it all. spend a lot of time on data. I read a lot of data. I listen to a lot of stories. That's why I told you. You don't know where I am, and I'm not telling you where I go. The story ends here. It's 1 hour 20 minutes. You have a good morning, good afternoon, good night. Sleep and dream on it, and find out who I'm talking about. Hopefully you'll find it out. And it's very, very, very true. I did found everything out. It take me quite some time. Because I love that person very much. That I went there. I almost finished all of the videos. That's how I get all the information. That's all I can say. Don't ask me. I got a lot of time. I tell a lot of stories. And some of them very juicy. Some of them are very hurtful. Correct. Have fun. And it's already good night. I need to rest and snoop around again. So take care of your health. Eat well, sleep well. God bless you all. I see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Maybe a bit late if I cannot wake up on time. You know, I snoop around. There's something going to go on tonight again. It always happens when I start to tell some stories regarding about some people, and it gets very heated up over the other end of the internet. That's all. Good night. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the support. I wish you all well. Have a good day, good evening, or good morning. Bye bye. See you again.